Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today I'm going to make an emergency kit to carry in a car predominantly and try to fit it inside a 1 liter Nalgene bottle. And why would I do that? Well, I'm making this for someone else and I don't want it to take up a lot of room. I want it to be portable, and so I chose a Nalgene bottle after something I saw on a different YouTube channel. I thought it'd be a good experiment. Not very good color, kind of a horrendous color, but that's probably why it was on sale for so inexpensive. And actually it's a good color for a car emergency. It's clear, you can see what's inside of it, find it easily in a car, especially with a flashlight. It'll light up this fluorescent green. I think it was called springtime green. It's waterproof, so nothing inside can get wet, but it will also float. Hopefully that's not important in a car. And if it's dropped and it cracks, it's not going to shatter. It will just, it will crack, but it won't break apart, most likely. And in case of an emergency, then also you have a water bottle available. So I've got a bunch of kit here, and I'm just going to try to fit in what I can to see what actually fits this first time through out of all this stuff. So try that. First thing are a few glow sticks. Self-explanatory. Have a green and a yellow here. These are good for 16 to 24 hours. It says to keep them in the bags, and so I'm going to try to put them in so they're facing outward and can be seen what they are. Next in, I guess I'll go with the emergency blanket for warmth, of course. And let's see, what's the best way to try to fit that in there, like maybe like this. And put that down as far as possible. Now, some hand warmers, chemical hand warmers. Open them up. Kind of move them around and they heat your hands. And these ones are good until August 2025, 2.5 years. Always check your expiration dates, folks. Learned that from someone. Don't know how many of these will fit in. We'll see. There's one. Or there's two. Try to get at least 4 in here. And then I'll probably take some of this stuff out and rearrange it after the fact. But this is just a first try. Trying to fit this stuff in here. Okay, that fits in past the emergency blanket. Okay. Next, Leatherman multi-purpose, multi-tool, Leatherman Squirt PS4. This is very small. That's part of why I chose it. I'm not sure the person who this is for will ever actually use it, so I didn't need anything too big or too expensive, but I wanted it, if it has to be used in an emergency, then I don't want it to fail. And Leathermans are quite nice, and this one is pretty heavy for its size. And the reason I chose this one, there was another small one, but this one, the main tool is a pliers. The other one was a scissors. And I didn't feel that scissors would be most important in an emergency, so I chose the pliers version, which is the Squirt PS4. This also has fairly sharp knife, wood and metal file, and over here it has the normal stuff, flathead with a can opener, Phillips head, and it does actually have some scissors on it here, while not being the main tool. So quite like this for a very small multi-tool. And I'm going to leave it in this bag just like this. And drop that in there as well. Next in, I have a flashlight, mini flashlight. This is quite powerful. Forget how many it is, how many lumens it is. Can I see on here? User manual. Lumens, 90 lumens, yeah. Quite bright. It came with a battery in it, and if I turn it on, quite powerful for the size. So this, I think I'm just going to drop this right in there next to the multi-tool, although I'm a little bit worried about the, first time, we'll just do it like that. Can I get that in there in a way where it sits all the way down past the multi-tool? I don't know. Kind of on the bottom. Maybe, maybe not. Actually, maybe over there on that side, yes. And anything that fits in after the fact, I'll try to, or any room after the fact, I'll try to fit in. This military grade or tactical signaling whistle. I'm not going to blow it right now. It's Sunday morning. Don't want to wake all the neighbors up. But this is very loud. Needless to say. That can go in like so. Here, a couple small rolls of duct tape. I don't know if I'll be able to fit in both, but at least one for now, and later another one if possible. I have, these are 8 zip ties. Could come in handy. Try to fit these maybe on the side next to fit these in like that. Hey, they're actually playing nice. Will they fit all the way in? They probably have to bend a little. The ones that don't fit in all the way. Huh, it's actually not so bad. There's 8 of them. Alright, what next? This is a very small, almost a single-use container of Superglue. I'm going to trim this back a little bit just for space purposes. Don't really need the label, it's fairly evident what it is. This can even close up some wounds if need be, although people are often surprised to hear that. I hear that's what they do in the military. Never tried it myself. Thankfully never had to. Got a couple packs of batteries here, AAAs and AAs. I don't know if they're going to fit, and I kept it so the date is on these. These are good for 10 years, 2032. Put that in like that. These probably won't fit, so I'll have to figure out another thing to do with those. Bic lighter, self-explanatory. I don't think the person I'll be making this for will necessarily use a fire starter kit, which I will have in mine, but Bic lighter is definitely must-have, and I'm just gonna, should try to find something so this doesn't depress and let out the gas, but I'll work on that. Right now I just want to see about the fit, like so. And of course, Bic pen, new Bic pen. Make sure it works. That can go in there someplace. What's down there? Oh, the flashlight's down there, so maybe put that like that. All right, I have some paracord here. This is 10 meters, and obviously this is getting pretty full, so I don't think this is all gonna fit. I'll have to trim this down, but I at least want a couple meters of paracord in there in the end, because obviously tie things down, very useful stuff, and it can also be used to help start a fire or light it, and yeah, just with paper and such to start a fire. What do I have left here? I think that's almost everything. I can fit another thing of duct tape. I got to figure out how to get the paracord in there. See if I can fit in any more hand warmers. And, I would like to fit in at least a few sheets of paper. And that may have to go in first next time in. Either to write on or to help start a fire with the paracord, etc. So at this point, I've gotten almost everything in that I wanted to, I believe. I don't know if I can fit another glow stick. Obviously, you can see everything that's in there. So I have to put in a few sheets of paper first, or right after the glow sticks, maybe. And I don't know that I can fit in another glow stick because I have the paracord. I'll have to cut this down, maybe 2 or 3 meters of paracord I can fit in there first. Maybe another hand warmer, and then the extra space will be probably put these batteries in a small plastic bag and fit them in, and possibly also a little extra duct tape. Although I think this is at least 3 or 4 meters of duct tape right here. But definitely I could fit in another one right on top for sure. And then fit in batteries. If I just went with 2 AA batteries, I think that would fit in almost immediately. But I can probably fit in 4 AA's if I really wanted to. So, only have to find space for some paracord and I have to make sure that lighter isn't being depressed. So maybe the lighter will go on top so it can be visible. And paracord and maybe another 2 or 4 hand warmers if possible. But see, that's pretty cool. And this can be, I call this an emergency kit because it's not supposed to be a survival kit. It's supposed to help if your car is broken down or if something happens. I could potentially take this with me camping, throw it in a bike bag. Very portable, not very large, 1 liter. Have a water bottle in an emergency. And if you have to abandon your car, then you should have a backpack, more of a maybe 24-hour survival kit in the car with 2 or 3 liters of water per person, a few thousand calories of food per person, some clothes for rain or cold, so knit hat, wool socks, something like that, maybe a rain jacket and comfortable shoes. So if you're stuck in your car for 24 hours, you can survive, but also if you have to abandon your car for any reason, you can carry the backpack and go. And then this is very easy, very light to be able to throw in that backpack. Probably should be in the backpack to begin with if you have it in the car, but very easy to throw in your backpack and take with you if for any reason there's an emergency where you have to abandon the car. So I'd call this a success. I think I can fit everything in once I trim down the paracord a little. And that's all for today. So thanks for watching and safe travels. Okay, as a follow-up, I fit everything in. So after I reorganized it a little bit, I was able to fit in all 8 hand warmers. I was able to fit in 5 meters of paracord, all the batteries, both small rolls of duct tape, and the 4 AA batteries as well. So there's 4 AAA, 4 AA, and 2 small rolls of duct tape. I couldn't fit in any more glow sticks, but the glow sticks are good for 16 to 24 hours each. So everything fit in. 8 hand warmers. There's an emergency blanket in underneath there. And multi-tool, lighter, flashlight, everything I talked about earlier. Plus 5 meters of paracord. All in here. Compact. Can see most of what's inside. Waterproof. There you go. 1 liter emergency kit for a car. Happy trails, safe travels.